Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about the best dividend stocks you can buy right now and hold. Before going to the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe as it helps me a lot. Dividend stocks are companies that pay out regular dividends. Dividend stocks are usually well-established companies with a track record of distributing earnings back to shareholders. These are the type of stocks you want to have for your retirement because they are safer stocks and you can receive quarterly dividends, or in some cases even monthly. Also, dividend stocks can be very valuable during tough times in the market, as their recurring payments can help offset losses and provide some positive returns for investors. For a dividend stock to truly be great, it needs to be consistent and to pay a strong yield that's likely to grow over time. Let's start with the safer, lowest dividend yield and less exciting ones. The first dividend stock is Johnson & Johnson. This is a company that I'm sure all of you know. It is currently trading with the ticker J&J at about $148. Right now it has a dividend yield of 2.73% and it has been increasing its dividend for 57 years in a row, so it is a dividend king. If you don't know, a dividend king is a company that has increased its dividend payout for at least 50 consecutive years. It's also important to know that a dividend aristocrat is a company that has increased its dividend payout for at least 25 consecutive years. So being a dividend king, Johnson & Johnson gives us a lot of confidence to believe in them for a long-time investment. Another positive thing is that their goods are needed by everyone every day. So even in economic recessions, people will still buy their products. Then the company is always having revenue and being able to give dividends. In this position, I could have also talked about Procter & Gamble, because it also has a low risk. The second dividend stock still has a low risk. It is another company that doesn't need an introduction. It's Coca Cola, trading with the ticker symbol KO at about $48. Coca Cola has been increasing their dividend yield for 58 consecutive years. Yes, you heard it right, 58 years. So it's also a dividend king, and you shouldn't worry because it is almost sure it will continue like this for a lot more years. Coca Cola is one of the companies that spends more money in advertising each year. So it's really unlikely to see a decrease in popularity and in revenue. Their expansion to other beverage markets may have a great return in the future as well. In this case, instead of Coca-Cola, I could have also talked about PepsiCo, as they pay the dividend every quarter since 1965. PepsiCo has an advantage against Coca-Cola, because they have a higher variety of products, because they also have snacks, so depending on your personal likes, you could prefer investing in Pepsi instead of Coca-Cola, or even in both of them. Third dividend stock is already a more interesting one, with higher dividend yield. It's AT&T, trading with the ticker T at about $30. It has a dividend yield of 6.93% and has been increasing its dividend for 36 years, so it's a dividend aristocrat. For those who don't know, AT&T is an American multinational conglomerate holding company. It is the world's largest telecommunications company, the largest provider of mobile telephone services, and the largest provider of fixed telephone services in the United States. AT&T is also the owner of the multinational Warner Media, a giant company that has HBO and Warner Bros. As you can see, AT&T is a really big company with a lot of revenue. Recently, they launched the HBO Max, which is a kind of Netflix, and they are also one of the biggest names in the 5G market, which I think will make AT&T future revenue grow a lot. For these reasons, I think you should really consider AT&T as a good dividend stock to buy. The fourth dividend stock is ExxonMobil, trading with the ticker symbol XOM at about $43. It has 8.6% of dividend yield and it has been growing for 37 years, being a dividend aristocrat. For those who don't know what Exxon is, it is an American multinational oil and gas corporation. ExxonMobil's primary brands are Exxon, Mobil, Esso, and ExxonMobil Chemical. The global oil and natural gas giant is one of the world's largest companies by revenue. Exxon was founded by John Rockefeller, the healthiest American of all time, and the richest person in modern history. Exxon has a good position of financial strength, which makes it a good choice for a dividend stock. The fifth dividend stock is Altria Group, trading with the ticker MO at about $42.50. Altria has a dividend yield of 8.9%, and they have recently announced the 55th dividend increase in the last 51 years. For those who don't know, Altria is an American corporation and one of the world's largest producers and marketers of tobacco, cigarettes, and related products. Even though over the years less and less persons smoke, Altria was able to still have good revenue. This is because of the increasing price of cigarettes and because they are trying to get in other markets. So besides Marlboro and other cigarettes companies, they also have IQOS, so heated tobacco market, Juul with the e-vapor market, although this one was a polemic acquisition because of the price they bought Juul, On with nicotine pouches, Michel Wine and AB InBev with alcoholic beverages, and recently they bought 50% of Kronos Group to enter the cannabis market. When the cannabis legalization will happen in the US, Altria will have a big pump of revenue because of this acquisition. So you shouldn't be worried about the decline of the smoking rate affecting Altria revenue, and you should think of it as a possibility to invest. That's all for today. Hope you were able to find a good dividend stock to invest in. Leave a comment if you want a video more in depth about any of this company. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so I can post more videos like this. See you!